Good evening, beautiful evening in Dublin. So we're going to do some random picks from the R section. We'll start with Lou Reed, Transformer. I'm more of a fan of Lou Reed with Velvet Underground than his solo career, but this album is a must-have. It's an essential. Besides Walking the Wild Side, which is the big, huge hit, you have Satellite of Love, which is a gorgeous song. Perfect Day, Fishes, and so on and so forth. Produced by David Bowie, and David Bowie is one of the backing singers on the album as well, and it's, for me, Lou Reed's greatest moment. Right, I'm gonna go for Long Live Rock and Roll by Rainbow. It would have been easy to go for Rising. It was one of the first albums I ever owned and a huge influence on me. So, I mean, a perfect band there. Richie Blackmore, Theo, Cozy Powell on drums. It was a brilliant album, a bit overshone by Rising, but equally as good. And what a great album cover. Right, the next one is a bit of an unusual one. It's Tony Reid and it's the Lost Rock Chronicles. So Tony Reid is a guitarist, producer, band leader. This is a project he did which was cover versions. Now, not only were cover versions, it's the usual standard stuff that everyone does. What Tony Reid has done here is picked really obscure stuff from his own record collection. So we've got Boomerang, Fanny Adams, Highway Robbery, Wishbone Ash, Atomic Rooster, Rush 74, so that's before Neil Peart, Pentagram, Blood Rock, King Crimson. So really interesting bands to cover. And the ironic thing is now Mr. Reid is now playing in guitar in the version Pentagram, just released their latest album as touring. So I guess that could be full circle. But if you can find a copy of this album, it's well worth having. Check it out. One of the bands playing at the Black Sabbath thing, and I'm really glad to see them again, is the Rival Sons. So I think initially I came across them as a free CD given away in Kerrang magazine, can you believe it? So that was the Rival Sons EP. It was released on vinyl a couple of years ago, I think, and I grabbed it, and then Before the Fire. And these two are early Rival Sons, interchangeable, fantastic, and they're really good rock songs. And if you're a Rival Sons fan, I'd grab these if I were you. Now, the Runaways debut album. You want to compare it to punk rock in America? This is it. You know, great band. Cherry Bomb being the big track in it. Joan Jett, Lita Ford, Jerry Curry. It's a fantastic album, and they were basically children when they made this album, so that's even more impressive. Now I'm going to finish with one of the greatest rock and roll albums of all time, and probably an obvious choice, Sticky Fingers. This is the Spanish cover, and I'm sure everyone knows the story, but just in case you don't, the original Sticky Fingers that came out with the zip that went up and down, Andy Warhol designed, was not seen as acceptable in Spain, where Franco was still the dictator, so they came up with this, which I think is a way better cover, and it's fantastic. And I bought it on a reissue version with extra tracks. Jimmy Page plays on one of the tracks here, and there's a couple of unreleased tracks that could have easily fit into Sticky Fingers. But the actual Sticky Fingers album itself, from top to bottom, is brilliant, and it's two of my favourite Stone songs, Sway and Moonlight Mile, which Keith Richards doesn't play on but gets full credit for. So, you know, I would always say this is Mick Jagger's album, and second to that, it's Mick Taylor's album. And I sway between this and Exile, but at the moment, Sticky Fingers has it. That's what I'm listening to this evening. What are you playing? Put it in the comments. Keep it final, keep it real.